Hi there, this is Nikki Rowland for Just Nick, and today I am designing two December daily base pages using today's free cut file Rudolph and another cut file that's available in the store, Fa La La La. I make a December daily album or a version of it every year. I always do it in a 6x8 format, and I make all of my base pages before I even start adding photos at the beginning of December. So this video was actually filmed at the end of November, before December had even started. You'll see that I'm pretty up to date on my base pages here. I'm working on 27 and 28 and 30 and 31. So all of my base pages literally finished by the end of November, ready to start on the 1st of December, adding photos and journaling. That's just a system that works for me. It doesn't work for everyone, but that's the way I approach it. I've begun today's layout by cutting Rudolph on the Silhouette machine, and in the Silhouette software I actually added an internal offset to the file, which gave me a line, an outline if you like, but internally, so around the edge of the cut file, and I converted that to a dashed line, so that when it cut me some lovely stitching perforations. So I've done that on the software, and I'm just going through and adding stitching all the way around the edge of Rudolph. This is going to take quite a while, so I'm just going to cut that. There we go. And magically I will have stitched all of Rudolph. I have done so there. He's all finished. I've now just applying some foam pads to the back of the cut file, and then I'll be adding that to my December daily base page. Now you'll see that on the left hand side of my double page spread, I have a white page, and on the right hand side I have a pattern paper page. I've done that all the way through my album, so all of my pages follow this format. So there we go, I'm adding Rudolph there to my December daily page there. Now the middle part of his nose did cut an internal offset for me, but it also cut out the nose. What I've done is I've just saved that piece that I cut on the Silhouette for his nose, and I've popped it back inside the hole when I've got Rudolph in the right place, and I've added perforations myself using my pokey tool. I'm now adding some stitching for the eyes. But I decided that I don't really like them once I've stitched them, so I added some red gems instead there we go, I'm doing it now. I just wasn't happy with those stitches. He just didn't look quite right. He didn't look like they were proper eyes. So I added those. Now I don't normally leave a specific space for my photographs. I normally keep my December daily base pages fairly simple, with lots of space to add my photos. I try not to restrict myself by adding particular photo amounts or anything like that, so that it doesn't really matter what my photos are like when I take them on the day. But in this case, because Rudolph is so big and takes up such a large portion of the page, I've actually pulled out a little photo-sized, it's actually an ephemera piece on the back, and I'm using that as my photo blank just to make sure that I do actually have somewhere to put my photo, and that is the only page throughout this entire album that I have done that. So that will just give me, it will serve as a reminder when I come to take a photo that day, that it needs to be kind of that kind of size, and then I should just be able to slot it in quite easily. I'll take out the piece of ephemera obviously and put the photograph in its place instead. Okay, so now moving on to page number 27. Again, all of my numbers follow the same format throughout the whole album. I have the freckled fawn wood chip pieces, the numbers in circles. They work so brilliantly for December daily numbers. I think I've used them, this is my third year of using them. I did do something else last year, but I just absolutely love them. So I simply punch a circle from pattern paper or from glitter paper and stick that behind my number, and that makes me really happy because they all sparkle and all look the same and just look fab, and really easy to do too. So that's what I've been doing with my numbers. So the rest of my base pages come together quite easily. I just use ephemera, stickers, etc., all from normally one collection. This year I'm using Fa La La by Create Paper. You'll see there that I've moved on to the second two base pages there. I've used the other cut file that I just fell in love with this year, another Christmas cut file, the Fa La La tree. So I've cut that out of pattern paper and stuck that on the left hand side of my December daily base page there on the white sheet as usual. And now you can see I'm just raising the top part there up on foam pads and then sticking the rest of it flat in place. Again, I'm using the same style of numbers that I used throughout the whole of the rest of the album, and I'm just adding stickers and ephemera and little bits and pieces there. I know where I'll probably put my photo to the right of the number 30 on the Fa La La tree when I come to actually make my page, or add my photo even. My journaling will probably go around the outside edge of the Christmas tree or in one of the corners that's free there. So yeah, that's my December daily page there. I keep adding some bits and pieces. I've got a few die cut pieces that I've cut myself, or a friend cut for me actually. And I just add in whatever I can, wherever I can, leaving generally lots of space for me to add my photos and my journaling. On a page like this, the number 31, which is red and quite dark, I won't be able to write directly onto there. So I'll probably cut some white strips and do it that way. So I'm just fiddling around here, putting on some final touches, some final embellishments, and then I will be calling those done. When it comes to adding my photos and journaling, usually I leave it about 5 to 7 days, and then I start printing my photos and writing in my journaling. I keep a diary every day of what I've done in December so that I don't forget things. And then I say in a batch, I put them all together. Thank you so much for watching me today. I hope you've been inspired by my December daily pages, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks again for watching. That was Nikki Rowland for Just Nick.